Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of
The Dugout.
the Dugout Podcast. And
Tell me, wait, what happens in the dugout?
which dugout? Which of the dugouts?
Any dugout. Exactly.
As in tech on sports?
Yes.
They're still there now, but technology, I guess. I mean, no infrastructural advancements, I guess. Because right now there are no more dugouts. I think the only place you can see dugouts now is in baseball.
Okay.
I think they still preserve that dugout tradition and everything.
Okay.
But right now in football, it's no longer a dugout anymore.
I think that there are more gossips that happen in the dugout. What do I know? Welcome to the dugout. I'm Theophilus Society Agbalaho.
And my name is Adesola Oluwaseyi Roberts.
And it's amazing. The kind of love we have been getting. It overwhelms me. Touches my soul. Touches my spirit. The same way Chelsea were touched yesterday.
I know what he's talking about now. I didn't know what he was talking about before, but I know what he's talking about now.
Oh my goodness. What happened yesterday?
Well, I'm an Arsenal fan, so definitely I'm elated.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I'm really happy with
Yeah.
the result, I mean, I didn't expect it to be that much. I mean, Chelsea they've always found a way to step it up when they're playing the big teams.
Yeah.
So I expected it was going to be a tight KG affair because against the first leg, then City home and away, Chelsea, I think the only thing that was able to beat them convincingly this season was Liverpool.
Yeah.
I think, was it? I can't remember what it was again. I need to go back and check that result.
Okay.
But other than that, they've been resilient against the top teams. So I expected it to be a KG affair. And also because, there's a lot of talk about Arsenal, the team being mentally weak and then drained for playing all these games. So everybody expected it to be like the Wolves game where Arsenal script, but it was leggy, it was touch and go, up until Odegaard got the final goal in the 90 plus minutes. It felt that Wolves could just steal a draw. But no, yesterday was different.
It was different because
different.
Would you attribute the absence of Cole Palmer to Chelsea capitulating?
There's no way we cannot. I mean, there's a reason why there's an hashtag Gopama FC.
Gopama FC, okay.
I mean, he's been their best player by far, by a landslide. So him not playing definitely.
Because even there are talks that he's in contention for Player of the Year.
Well, I don't think so. You can't be Player of the Year playing for a ninth table team. I mean,
it doesn't really matter.
Player of the Year means you have to have done something great with your team still, not just individually.
Okay, so I know for a fact that Gareth Bale never won the Premier League title.
Yeah, but they were in the top 4 that year. That's what I'm saying. So you need to have at least done something with you need to elevate your team. That's why they call you Player of the Year. Okay, you say Player of the Year for doing what? Scoring goals and assists.
Yeah, because to a large extent, that's what the
what they can win.
About.
What they can win is an individual award of the Golden Boot extent. Okay. That's what I'm saying. If he scores more goals, yes, give him the Golden Boot because that is an automatic award. It's a statistical award. You score the most goals, you win the Golden Boot.
Ultimately, I don't really think there's a script to how these things work. I know for a fact he's not going to win it. I know for a fact. But then again, the fact that he's even mentioned amongst...
It's because of his contributions.
Yes, because whether you like it or not, I think personally for me, Cole Palmer alongside Declan Rice, for me, the signing of the season. Declan Rice is pushing Arsenal for...
Yeah, but that's the thing. That's what I'm saying. That's why he can't win.
No,
I get what you're saying, but I'm trying to say that why he can't win. Because you are saying Declan Rice and Cole Palmer are putting them in the bracket of signing of the season. Mm-hmm. But the reason why Declan Rice is signing of the season is because Arsenal is going for the title. Well, Chelsea is not going for anything now. That's the only thing that will work against him.
Whilst other teams signed players last season, other teams added players to their roster, to their squad list and all of that. Cole Palmer was added to Chelsea. He literally will definitely not win anything with Chelsea. Their last chance of winning anything was the FA Cup. They had the chance, multiple chances to put Manchester City away, but they couldn't do it. Now he's definitely going to win anything. The funny thing is, even Declan Rice might not win anything. Yes. What you just said is he's been able to push his team to fight for something.
Exactly.
But what we cannot deny is the fact that there are 2 excellent signings that have been doing well, and I think I give it up to Chelsea. Yeah. Being able to steal him from Manchester City.
I mean, no, it's. I wouldn't say it was like a marquee signing in the sense that if you look at what Chelsea did with this crop of players, they were actually signing a lot of young players.
Yes.
So it was part of the plan. Like, okay, which young player can we, like, they could have tapped from Arsenal.
I'm sorry,
our best players are young players.
It's not because you are my friend and I'm really taking anger management classes right now.
What?
I would literally have hit you with a stick on the head. Did you say Chelsea had a plan?
Yeah, of course. Of course not. You sign all these
that
young
team
players.
does not have a plan.
No, I'm not talking about footballing wise.
Yeah, I get you.
Like the management had the plan.
Yeah, I'm not taking any classes.
I was in a space, banter one of my guys on Twitter. I was in a space yesterday, and one guy mentioned.
Yeah, I saw you. I entered the space and I left.
He said something about that space when 12 o'clock, 12 midnight.
Yeah.
I had to work. I had to just log off. I had to work. So the one of the guys that he was a Chelsea fan, or he's a Chelsea fan, he was saying something about Todd Boehly came with the American style, where in American sports sometimes if you want to start from scratch, you get rid of all the old players, then start bringing in young players to the team. Then, it's a project. In the next 4 to 5 years, all of them go, and then they'll start performing. That definitely works in American sports. Because first of all, there's no relegation in American sports, first of all. So you have time. You don't need to worry about relegation. Yeah. Just make your money, save your money, get these young players to develop, and then in the next 4 or 5 years, they start to click. Warriors did it in the NBA. A lot of teams have done it in the NBA, has worked. San Antonio is doing the same thing now with the Wembanyama and Co and the likes, because next draft against San Antonio, we get one of the best picks to draft to add to Wembanyama. So it will work in American sports because of the way it's run, but not in football.
I don't know if they didn't tell him that they don't do draft picks in football. Because I don't understand. You sign multiple players.
That's like a low blow.
It was intended to be a low blow. Come back with your shirt at me. I'll gladly take it. You sign young players for absurd amounts, for very absurd durations, and on very absurd salaries. You bring in a coach that is, he hasn't really won anything major for me. But somehow you're expecting him to turn your season around. I tweeted something out yesterday, and I was really talking to Chelsea fans that, do you miss Roman now? Because several years ago, I mentioned that Chelsea is successful because of Roman Abramovich.
Well,
very few fans understand that to build a very good team on the pitch, you start doing it off the pitch. It starts with who you bring in as a coach. Even before you even get to that level of the coach. I beg your pardon. Who's at the head of affairs? Who runs the club? Who sees the day-to-day runnings of said club? Because look at what happened in Manchester City. Academies literally almost everywhere, on all continents. They have one in Africa, they have in Asia, they have in the United States, they have one in South America as well. What that gives them is the ability to pick some of the best players around the world. They own multiple clubs across Europe, in the French League and the La Liga. Manchester City runs Girona as well, alongside Manchester City. And I think they have a team in the United States that they are part owners of as well. So it gives them the ability to pick. Then from the director of football to the coach, who now comes with a backroom staff, they're able to manage every single player with all their baggages that they carry. Roman did a fantastic job. Remember when Mikel Obi said whenever a helicopter lands during training,
somebody's getting sacked.
Someone's getting fired. The manager getting fired. In fact, it got to a point that the players knew this, and when they felt they couldn't work with a certain manager anymore, they began to put up attitudes and whatnot. And he comes and the person gets the boot. The bottom line is, in as much as Chelsea lost terribly last night, how far down do you think Chelsea have sunk this season?
Well, I think the worst.
No, I know you expected them to decline post Roman. But the thing is this bad.
A lot of people didn't expect Chelsea to do this bad this season before the season started.
Exactly.
They thought maybe that they were going to challenge for the top 4 at least and everything. So I think there are a lot of things that Chelsea right now as an organization will know that they've gotten very, very wrong.
Horribly wrong.
And they will definitely try and fix it in the off-season. Let me use the basketball team in the off-season and see what they can do about that.
Hopefully.
But as for now, I don't think there's anything they can do right now just to see this season through, which brings me to the next point of discussion.